My name is Jason Dittmer, and this is Drop By Kitchen, where I drop by real kitchens and meet interesting people while we cook a meal together. And this is my friend Mitch Jarvis, and he owns Indian Springs on the square here in Neosho. And obviously I'm a patron. So introduce yourself, Mitch.
Local brewer here in Neosho, Missouri. Glad to be here. We've lived here about 9 years and ready to do some cooking.
That's right. Today we're cooking chili. And real chili. We're not just using the chili mix that you buy at the store. Got all the ingredients.
We've had our first snow of the year. Perfect time for chili.
Yes, sir.
You want the whole thing?
Yes. Yeah, and actually, that's right. We're supposed to put the onion in first.
See, I'm listening. As you can imagine, my son Willis is much better at this than I am. Much faster than I am, anyway. If he sees this footage, he'll complain about my knife skills.
Thank you, sir. Just drop it in there. Big thing, you think?
I'll cut it up. He said amber beer or lager works well, so I brought amber lager.
Perfect.
I'm like, hey, I can check off 2 boxes at once.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Garlic and peppers are ready for you when you're ready.
All right.
Is this like in a movie where there's a strategic product placement? Yeah.
Yes.
Mmm. Indian Springs beer. Just by chance, we happen to have some beer around the house.
That's right.
When you're at the brewer's house, that's what you kind of expect, right?
And you said this is the amber.
This is Vienna lager. So it is. It's kind of it's along the lines of a Marzen. It's a Bavarian amber, but it's very light.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good stuff. It's about gone. We've had this on for a bit. This comes out prior to Oktoberfest, that comes out in late September. So we've had this one on for a bit. It's about gone, but it'll be replaced by something else here soon.
So you were telling me about how your son before, when we were cooking.
Yeah.
Tell me some of that stuff again about how your son got into this.
Yeah. So my son Willis, who's a chef, well, I'll just brag on Will for a minute. He went to arguably the best, at least in the top 3 culinary institutes in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York. Really just walking distance right down the street from President Roosevelt's home and presidential library. Absolutely right on the Hudson River. Absolutely gorgeous. Just stunning. It's like the Hogwarts school for cooking. It's in an old monastery. It's just super cool. Everything. That's the same school that Anthony Bourdain went to. Lots of the Food Network people that you see on TV today, for whatever reason, CIA has a connection to the Food Network. But I could list off a whole bunch of different chefs that, famous chefs that went to Culinary Institute of America. But anyway, Will just grew up in the kitchen next to his mom, always helping. He found at a very young age that he had a knack for making sauce, whatever reason. Sauce is not easy. It gives people a lot of fits. But he would make, as a kid, he would make his own salsa. He would make his own spaghetti sauce. It was kind of funny when he was like, even in junior high, I would come home from work, he'd be here, he would have been come home from school. Most kids, come home from school and have a bowl of cereal. Will is in the kitchen, whipping up a batch of fettuccine Alfredo, with the sauce. And he's always just had a real natural knack and an interest in that as well. I was telling you before, when he turned 10, we took him alongside. We had some friends that personally knew Chef Jasper Maribel. I'm saying that name wrong. In Kansas City, really wonderful, well-known, high-end restaurant there in the city called Jasper's Italian Restaurant. We had supper that evening, but then the chef came out to the table. And to greet Willis and say, "Hey, I hear it's your birthday, and I hear you'd like to be a chef." Will said, "Yeah," and so he was like, "Well, let's go. If you want to be a chef, let's be a chef." And he took him on a tour of the backside of the restaurant. They went in the coolers and the wine storage area, but then they went in the kitchen and made a dessert together for the table and brought it out. Man, that sold it for Will. And he was like, from that point, I gave him a signed cookbook that evening as a gift. Will just was like, this is it. This is going to be my thing. And he didn't take the easy way out. He had a teacher here at high school that really encouraged him. I don't know what they called it, Pro Start, I think. We would have called it home ec, maybe. But he took every cooking class that he could take, in high school. And even his senior year, she kind of invented a position for him to come and be like a teacher's assistant for like one of the freshman classes. And so even as a senior in high school, he was not helping her teach, but helping, those students who were sometimes, really novice in the kitchen. He was there alongside them to help kind of coach them along in the kitchen. So now he's working at, he's worked at any number of fine dining restaurants. He works at the high end places. Mm-hmm. He's cooked for Adam Sandler and Mrs. Sandler, and some other, NFL owners and, well-connected folks. So we're very proud of our young chef and where he's going with this.
Well, definitely. Maybe we have another episode when he's visiting.
Yeah, I did like that. In the past, when he has come home for a couple of weeks, he's been on break or in between. He's come home and he's put on a number of private dining events. A couple here at the house. Some he's gone off-site to do for folks. People clamor. They know that when Will Jarvis is in town, if they can get him, mm-hmm. It's going to be a kind of a special evening of food.
Yeah, I might drop by.
Yeah, well, he cooks at a level that's not. No, I mean, he loves to make homey cooking, chili. Man, he'd be all about that. But he cooks at a level. He would say. The food that he makes is about experiencing the food. It's not, you're not eating a big hearty meal to get full necessarily. You're experiencing and tasting things that you maybe never tasted before. At least not, the way they're prepared or combined. It's really interesting. We ate with him a couple of times when he was in New York. And it's a whole different ball game. It's not just going for a meal. It's like a whole. Yeah. It's very different.
I kind of treat food like it's fuel.
Yeah, oh, me too.
I don't always experience it like I should as you're describing. I'm going to stir this.
Yeah, go stir the pot. Yeah, he'd love it probably. He'd get a kick out of cooking. He's fun. Will is fun to watch cook. Because, you know, like I was making fun of my knife skills in there, like trying to cut up onions and the peppers. He is like a machine.
Really?
It's crazy. He's like, you know, he can just reduce an onion and stuff. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Truly.
And I'm lucky if I don't cut myself.
I know, me too. That's why I'm like very slow about it, methodical.
I have to remember what I learned in Boy Scouts about how you never cut towards yourself.
Yeah, he had a whole class when he was at culinary school. The first class that they took was like learning how to use the knife properly. They called it, you know, it's like a fundamentals class and getting fast. One crazy thing about, you know, like at most colleges, you know, there's a library, and they have a library at the Culinary Institute of America. But one of the things that you can do if you go to the library, if you're working on your skills, is you can literally, everybody has their own knives and things, but you can go and with your student ID, they will give you at the library potatoes and onions and things like that. And there's an area in the library you can go and work on your chopping skills, which is a crazy thing to think of. But yeah.
So they have a grocery store in the library?
Yeah, they have, well, not a grocery store, but they do have an area where they will check out, produce to the students to just for no reason, but just to work on their speed and accuracy. Yeah, it's a nutty idea.
I guess that makes sense then why so many famous chefs have gone there.
Yeah. Fixins.
What do you think about getting Cheez-Its with chili?
I'm all about it. You see, I'm diving in there. I've never done that before, but it makes good sense to me. What do you think?
Yeah, they were only $1.99 for these Cheez-Its. In this day and age, a box of Cheez-Its for...
Were you going to mention, you said Family Market or something?
Yeah, Family Market. I actually got some video of that. Of
shopping?
While I was there.
Oh, good.
What do you think, though, about the chili?
I like it.
It's not bad. Well, we could sign off on the show if you want, and then...
Yeah. Are you going to post the recipe?
Mm-hmm. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a website where you can download a PDF of the recipe.
Okay.
And the video will be there, too, as well as on YouTube.
Good.
That's the plan, at least. Well, thanks for watching. Drop by Kitchen, and the chili was great. We'll send you the recipe.
Cheers.
All right, that's the show.
And sing.